Hi everyone, it's MacVander here, and in today's video we'll be going over how to create Terrasteel and how to create the portal to Alfheim in Botania. In our previous video we went over how to create the Petal Apothecary, the Pure Daisy, Living Wood, Living Rock, the Mana Pool, Mana Spreaders, Runic Altar, and how to craft runes. And we went over how to create the Endoflame, how to use generating flowers to gather mana, and then how to use mana to power a functional flower like the Agricarnation to fertilize crops and make them grow faster. And so, without further ado, we are going to start the process of creating Terrasteel. Now, it is quite a lengthy process. I've put some crafting recipes on the wall here. So what we are going to need is the terrestrial plate, the terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is a bit of a mouthful, so it's the TA plate for short. And it has to be crafted using the Rune of Water, the Rune of Earth, the Rune of Mana, the Rune of Air, and the Rune of Fire, a block of Terrasteel, and 3 blocks of Lapis Lazuli. Now it has to be crafted in this very specific order, or else it won't come out. You can't use any random combination of the runes. They have to be in that specific layout. Then of course, the different runes you'll be needing: the Rune of Water, the Rune of Earth, that's a mushroom, a block of coal and stone. The Rune of Air, that's carpet, feather, and string. The Rune of Fire, nether warts, nether brick, and gunpowder. And then the Rune of Mana, which is 5 mana steel and 1 mana pearl. So, once you've created all these runes at the runic altar, you will then have to combine all of them over here to get the TA plate. Now, if you want to get an entire block of mana steel, you can just throw a block of iron into the mana pool. And then we're going to go over and show how to create the dais you'll be needing, and how to power it and how much you'll need. Right, so to create the dais, we are going to need 5 living rock and 4 blocks of lapis lazuli, and then we're going to need to organize them in a checkered pattern, like so, with the lapis filling in between, and the TA plate going on top of the living rock block in the middle. There we go. Now, you'll notice there's this other stuff in my inventory over here. We need to create sparks. So what a spark is a way of transferring large amounts of mana very quickly between 2 sparks. So you can put one over your mana pool and then put one over the dais, and it will transfer mana a hell of a lot faster than the mana spreaders will. So you can craft them like so. You're going to need a gold nugget, 2 mystical petals, or any 2 magic mushrooms, and you're going to need to organize them like so, and that will give us a spark. Now these sparks are very useful because they save an enormous amount of time when it comes to moving mana between point A and B. So shift right click and you can see there's one floating over there, and we're going to do the same thing over here, and they should automatically transport between them since they are relatively close by. Now, in order to create a single ingot of terrasteel, the mana pool is going to need to be at least halfway full. So it's going to use a heck of a lot. You're going to need to generate as much mana as possible just to create 1 ingot. So I'm going to go and do that quickly. Right, now using the powers of creative mode, our mana pool is full. So, in order to create a single ingot of mana steel, we are going to need 1 mana steel ingot, 1 mana pearl, and 1 mana diamond. Once we have all 3 of these, we are going to right click each one onto the plate. Make sure not to walk over to the plate, or else you will pick the items up and stop the process. As you can see, the spark is transferring all the mana from the pool to the dais, and it is creating the terrasteel ingot. So as you can see, this is using a huge amount of energy. Okay, we're getting to halfway, so it should complete around about now. And there we go, we have that terrasteel ingot. So as you can see, that used an enormous quantity of mana. In fact, I think it used just over half of the mana pool's mana. So now that we have that, we are going to go over the next part, which is how to create the portal to Alfheim. So in order to create the portal, we are going to have to create 2 mana pylons, and then out of those, we're going to have to create 2 nature pylons. So we are going to need 2 mana diamonds, 4 mana steel ingots and 4 gold ingots to create the mana pylons. So we're going to put these over here. Oh, got it the wrong way around. And there we go, we put our mana pylons. Then with these pylons, we're going to put them in here. Oh, we need to convert our terrasteel into terrasteel nuggets. And then put the mana pylons in the middle. Use 3 nuggets on each side. And then 2 eyes of ender. And we have the nature pylons, or nature pylons. I'm just going to set it to daytime again. Okay, now once we have these, we need to get on to the next part, which is to create the core of the gateway. So, to create that, we are going to need 6 living wood, 3 terrasteel nuggets, and we have the elven gateway core. Then we're going to need, I think, 3 blocks of glimmering living wood logs. There we go. And that's using glowstone dust and living wood logs. 3 of those. And we are also going to require 2 full mana pools in front of the portal. So, how you construct the portal is like so. You're going to put the gateway core in the middle at the bottom. Then you are going to use living wood on the sides. And you're going to need 3 living wood logs. 1 in the middle of each arm of the portal. And there we go, that'll be the frame of the portal. Then you're going to place 2 mana pools in front of the portal, or within an 11 block radius of it, and you're going to put the nature pylons over each one. However, the mana pools will have to be completely full, so we are just going to use the mana tablet from creative mode to speed up this process. Once both of these mana pools are full, we are going to right click the core with the Wand of the Forest and it will open the portal. Okay, now that the mana pools are full, we can right click with the Wand of the Forest. And as you can see, the portal has opened. So now we should be able to create some of the more rare items in Botania. For example, the Dragonstone. Yes, there we go, it came out on the other side. So yeah, now that the portal is open, you can craft the more rare items of Botania. So that was all. We've covered how to create Terrasteel, how to open the portal, and all those things. In the next video, we might go into a bit more detail as to what armor and weapons you can create using Terrasteel, and all the stuff that goes along with that. But yeah, thank you for watching.